The Hilti DX600 came about in the mid-1970s when Hilti needed a heavy-duty tool to compete against the high-velocity tools that were then being used for the heavier applications, such as installing 3/8 threaded studs. And although it's a kind of a clunky tool to operate, it has pretty much taken over that market, installation of 3/8 threaded studs, since high velocity tools have been discontinued. Like a high velocity tool, it does break down in the middle. Interlocking breech, 27 caliber long load goes in there. And what I consider a drawback to the tool is that the firing pin comes out the back. You can see it right there. And by the way, like the Nelson tools, this is one of the tools that you can pull the trigger without cocking the tool. But I like to put my palm on the back of the tool, and the firing pin strikes your palm, so you either have to put your hand on the top of the tool, or people who use this tool in the job have told me they hold it with both hands on the handle like that. Neither one I feel very comfortable with. I'd rather put the palm of my hand on the back. Not really a big issue, just an issue with me. Servicing the tool is pretty simple. Push this latch back. And the guard should spin right off. There we go. The nose piece comes off, and the piston should just slide right out. Inside the nose piece, right there it is, we have the crush ring. Similar to the HG100 crush ring, but it has two rims on either side. And this one is already starting to develop the cone shape, where it eventually will grab the piston. And then you'll have to remove the crush ring and get a new one and put it in the tool and make adjustments for your fastening so you don't damage the next one. The barrel comes out real simple. There we go. So it is an easy tool to service. And this tool does need a cleaning. This actually is not my tool. I have borrowed it. Probably should clean it up before I give it back. The spar reducer was harder to remove than normal. There's a small spring in here that I found out is missing. And plus, this is actually from a Chinese import tool. It wasn't made by Hilti, so it may not fit as good as it should. Put the piston back in the piston sleeve. Install it. The crush ring, will put it back in the same way. Damage in down towards the nose piece. And we'll slide it. And we're ready to go again. When someone has been using a different tool than the DX600, there may be something they need to get used to. Usually one would, after shooting the tool, would pop the tool open to eject the spent cartridge, then load the tool, and then load the powder load. But with this tool, if you go to load the fastener, and if you have the breech still open, you're actually going to push the barrel out of the tool. So sometimes it takes a little bit getting used to that. If you eject the cartridge, you have to close the tool again, or simply just get used to firing the tool, then load the fastener, and after you got the fastener loaded, pop and open the breech and eject the spent cartridge and load the fresh cartridge. crap.